It wouldn't take you as many years as it did me to get to where you want to be. I finally passed my NHA CMA exam, but honestly, it took me 15 years to get here. And here's why. I had so much anxiety trying to balance the fact of wanting to be an actress while also needing to make some money. Y'all, LA is an expensive state. However, I was determined to become an actress and I thought that it would be soon. And unfortunately, I was in for a rude awakening. Each time I would think about working a 9 to 5, it honestly haunted me, y'all, because I truly thought that I was giving up on wanting to be an actress. And in the meantime, I was afraid to live a double life. That's why I want to take a quick second to not only thank God, but thank my husband. Because under Christ, he is the reason we have been here this long. But oh, did we have some roller coasters living here? Okay, that's another story for another day. So it started in 2012 when I finally went to college to become a medical assistant. I was pregnant with my first child, and y'all, I had to drop out of college. I was hospitalized for probably about 4 months and some change. I had to have my daughter early. She was born a preemie. So in 2014, I tried to pursue college again, going for a medical assistant. I applied, I got accepted, and at that time, I had just had my second baby. And then, y'all, when it came to time for me to go on my first day, I chickened out like usual. And honestly, it was because of the negative thoughts that I continued to hear. Basically, telling me I'm supposed to be an actress, I'm not supposed to be doing that. And because of uncertainty and not knowing if that is what God wanted me to do, I didn't go. And then, of course, a while later, I tried to apply again, and child, they said, no, ma'am. I remember them specifically tell me that this is my second chance that they have given me, and if I don't show up for the first day of class, they will not allow me to ever come back. And that they did. All of this of what I'm saying at the moment was in Arkansas, by the way. Moving forward to 2019, we're in LA now. And once again, I tried going back to college for medical assistant. But before that, we had just moved to LA in 2018. I applied, I got accepted, went for about a week, and y'all, the entire time that I was there, I was hearing so many torturous negative thoughts. The anxiety took over, and it was pretty much a shame. It was crippling me. The entire time I'm hearing, you shouldn't be here. This is not what you came out here for. You're going to look stupid. Why are you here with these people? And so on and so on. It got so bad that I could not focus on my studies. So I did what I usually do. I quit. And to be honest, I was embarrassed because I moved to LA to become an actress, not to become a medical assistant or do any other 9 to 5 job. Then comes year 2025 where I said enough is enough. During this time, I did not go back to school the traditional way. I decided to go to school online. And I said, I am going to finish. And honestly, to me, going back to school online, it was so much better for the anxiety that I had accumulated over the years. And so to spare myself of the pressure that I put on myself, I was like, this is just the better route for me right now because I have children, have a husband, I have rent to take care of. So I just didn't want to dedicate my time going to a building, so I could do it at the comfort of my home, which I became to enjoy. And so I finally finished the course in January of 2026. Yay! The type of online school that I went to, I get to go at my own pace, so that's why it probably took a while. And then some days I was just ignoring my studies because I was filming with hubby at times, or I just got back in that negative mindset and was saying, what am I even doing this for? Like, what are you doing? But what kept me pushing through, other than God and believing in myself, was the fact that I said, I'm doing this no matter what. I said I wasted many years of pursuing a dream that hasn't happened yet, so what's it to another year? I did this because I truly wanted something for myself. Yes, my husband takes care of us, and I thank God for him. And even if it wasn't Hollywood acting, I still wanted a career for myself. I want to be the hands and feet of Yeshua, meaning I want to be of service somewhere, but I want it to be somewhere I'm happy with. After I finished my course, I didn't wait around. I scheduled my test immediately. And even though certification is not mandatory here in California, but most jobs require require it. So I knew that if I wanted to get me a job working as a medical assistant, I had to get my certification. And honestly, when I took my test, I wasn't sure if I was going to pass or not, just based off me going to an online school. But man, did I study. And so once I took the test, I left the building. That first thought of negativity tried to set in, and I immediately shut that down. I said, I'm going to pray, give it to God, thank Him in advance, and I am going to speak nothing but positivity. So they said that I would get my results in 3 business days. And honestly, I believe I got it back within one day. I saw that big congratulations on the email thread, and I was like, hold on, wait. I was so nervous when I opened it. I was searching around and just reading through, and I was like, okay, is this a confirmation? Is this just a marketing email? What is this? And so then I signed into my NHA profile, and it says, I'm a certified medical assistant. Yay! When I tell y'all, I cried like a baby in the backseat of that car. I thanked God the whole time. And it wasn't just because it was for a job. It was because I finally believed in myself. I showed up and did the work. I did not let negativity stop me. And I spoke positive the entire time with belief. And so me seeing now that I'm a certified MA without going back to physical college and doing all of the work on my own, it gave me a revelation that if you do all of the things that I just mentioned, it wouldn't take you as many years as it did me to get to where you want to be. So with that being said, I haven't officially found that MA job just of yet, but I'm not giving up on searching. We don't know what God has in store for me, but I'm going to keep going and see where it takes me. So my prayer is for whoever is watching this video and find this video useful. Do not let, and I repeat, do not let another year go by worrying about how you may look to others, wasting time on fear, because fear do not care about us. Keep Yahweh first and don't give up on your dreams or your goals. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. I'm proof of not allowing fear, doubt, judgment, negative thoughts, and etc. stop me from doing the things I desire to do, because I'm worthy. Okay. Have an amazing day, be an amazing person, and love ya.